Alright, hey YouTube. So this is going to be my first video in the shop. So we're in my shop here. On this channel, traditionally we're going to be doing more of old-time woodwork, metalwork, bushcraft type stuff, but today I thought we could do a pack review. So here we've got the 1956 Swiss Army Mountaineering pack, all outfitted with all the gear I would take with me into the woods. Guess we're gonna show you my gear loadout here. So first of all, I've got under the top here my 1940 Swiss Army wool blanket and a modern wool blanket rolled in with it just to make it a little bit warmer in the night. You can see that here. You can see on the bottom here we've got the old stitching, VAG, the initials of the manufacturer, and the date, 1940. And then right off the bat, inside, once we untie this, I've got an old Swiss Army gun cleaning string holding it close. You've got my pack axe. I'm using the Grand Force Brooks Small Forest axe here. As you can see with my custom leather sheath. So that's the first item. The second thing we pull out is my little goodie bag here with just some smaller odds and ends that I don't want to get tossed in the bottom of the pack, so it's easier to find. If we untie it here, and so we've got just some simple stuff. We've got my Mora spoon knife, a little sharpening stone in the tin here, just to protect it. That's for the axe. We've got a forged blanket pin that I might show in another video how to make. Another small knife sharpening stone. Some Sweet Fire strikeable fire starters, which I love. They're great quality. We've also got in a little Swiss Army gun grease container. I've got it cleaned out. And I've got pine sap put inside here. It's real good for fire starting, if you can see that. Moving on, inside the pack, we've got some extra blanket roll straps, which I've got just looped together here. These came off the Norwegian Telemark pack, otherwise known as the Ludwig pack. They're great for carrying extra stuff on the webbing here on the outside. We've also got my 18 milliliter stainless steel bottle with a little toggle and string so I can drop it down inside and hang it over a fire. Next we have my fire kit, which usually should be on my belt, but I've just got it inside here for a bit, with a tin of birch bark and a few quick start matches like I showed a second ago. That goes on my belt. And then next we've got just a simple enamel cup here, made by the Falcon Enamelware Company, established in 1920. I've got my Mora Knives Garberg here, stainless steel version with a hand-stitched leather sheath that I made. That's my belt knife. I've also got a roll of paracord, which I've just made a little spool here for. I keep about 50 feet on for shelter building and such. On cooking, we've got the Swiss Army mess kit set with the pot on top. I've also got a small Mora Knives 2.0 antique finished for cookery tasks. I've also got some ramen noodles and a little bit of pepper there to cook up. And then lastly we have, or not quite, but so on the fire we've got the big bayite ferrocerium rod here. That's great. And then on camping item we have the double nest hammock with extra large straps, which I like here. I don't have the bag for it, but I just keep them spooled up. think that's it on the items inside. So a little bit about the bag. This bag was given to me by my mom's cousin, who it was given to him by a college friend of his. I believe it's 38 gallons. It's made of the salt and pepper canvas, which I have waxed here with otter wax, which I may do a video in the future on. It has a nice inner sleeve, so you can cinch it down or you can fill it to the top if need be, with some drawstrings on it. Also got this nice front pocket for storing your smaller goodies. That cinches down with leather. And then to the straps here, we've got a 2-point strap system. It loops onto these steel loops up here, and then it's got these button snaps that go to the main D-ring here. They're adjustable up here and down here at the base. So we've got this canvas suspension webbing for your hip. This bag does not come with hip straps or sternum straps. However, I may be making some in the future because it doesn't quite fit me perfectly. It's got a full leather bottom, and all the leather here is pure cowhide. It's wonderful stuff. And not to mention it's from 1956, so it's surprising that the leather is in this good of condition. I've also got it soaked up with some neat's foot oil. I'll show a video on that at some point. I think that's about it, guys. So if you've got any suggestions on what I should add to this pack or any other videos I can do, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more.